We are talking hidden treasures here. I've got Mike Konnert. He's the CEO, Chief Treasure Hunter there for Vizsla. Vizsla Silver trades is VZLA and the big board, New York Stock Exchange in the States there in VZLA, Toronto Venture Exchange there in Canada. Mike, good to connect. It's been a while, and I guess we're talking off record here about what a fantastic environment the silver market's in. But all kidding aside here, you've done a lot of work here, a lot of progress. Market's not really reflected, giving you any respect, but let's kind of run through the latest and greatest here of activities for Vizsla.
Yeah, it's continued to be a busy time for us, and we were just chatting about this market. It certainly is discouraging when you keep improving the asset, and the market doesn't reward you for that. But we know what we have here at the project. It's incredible. It keeps getting better day by day, and fortunately, as I mentioned before, we're well funded too. So, the momentary fluctuations in the share price, aren't as frustrating as they otherwise might be for other companies. So, we're fundamentally improving this asset. It keeps getting better, and we don't have to go to the market and dilute right now. So really the share price is just noise right now. Of course, we're focused on it. We want it to go up. We're working, we're marketing. But it's not going to dilute us at this level here. So it's a positive. It's a great opportunity to buy the stock and average down.
Yeah, and let's talk about what you've got there, and coming off again some more fantastic intercepts at Copala and Copala 2 structures there. So you're already world class Panuco. So yeah, I guess run through the latest results here to get investors fired up.
Yeah, it's more high grade out of Copala. Copala is an incredible structure. It's grown from a few drill holes, a discovery drill hole of 80 meters of 200 grams silver equivalent with high grade pulses in there, to now well over a kilometer in strike, 400 meters down dip. And what's really important about Copala though is the thickness of the mineralization. It's a very thick seam of mineralization, again, that runs for over a kilometer, and the average grade is well over half a kilo. So if you have an average 10-meter thick structure that you're mining and every ton has half a kilo or better in it, it's an excellent mining scenario. We've seen some difficult occurrences happen recently in other mines where you have narrow veins that get diluted down and make it more difficult to mine and mine profitably. That's kind of the opposite of what's happened here at Copala. Copala is very thick, very high grade, and we envision it to be a robust mining scenario as we move forward. So we love Copala. These latest results continue to prove that high grade nature of it. And I think they're going to continue to, or Copala will continue to deliver high grade results from our drill campaign. We have multiple rigs on Copala right now. We have 6 rigs on the property turning. It's an incredible time at the project. Everybody's, at the project and at the company, we're more excited than we've ever been. I think the share price will reflect that soon.
Yeah, let's carve out a message here for anyone just walking up to the window to get some Vizsla stock. Talked off air back in the days, 15, 16 into 17 there, from lows to highs in a short period of time. So I think we've got some economic scenarios setting up here. So yeah, talk about if the wind does get behind your back with everything you've got going with the market not caring. There's some opportunity here.
Well, the last 2 times that silver made major moves in terms of price, it really caught people by surprise. And, that was, you could think about 2015 going into 2016. And of course, you can think of March of 2020. And March of 2020 was I think the sentiment was almost as bad as it is right now for different reasons, of course. But, if you tried to raise money or start up a gold company, first 3 months of that year, it was, you're crazy. And, a switch flipped, same with 2016. And all of a sudden people couldn't get enough of it. And it's all sentiment driven. Sentiment can change here in a moment. We don't know exactly what could drive that. But one thing's for sure, you almost have to be, unless you have cat-like reflexes, you have to be invested, before that, because in a matter of days, these things can re-rate, these stocks can triple and double, and it could erode those massive gains if you're not you're not set already. And if you look at the relative value of the silver space, it's trading as if it were back then in 16 or early 2020. Although the metal prices, the gold and silver prices, are all quite favorable. So something's going to give here. I suspect this is often the lowest time in terms of the annual chart when the doldrums of summer. So I think what you want to do if you're an investor is look for something that's a little bit different. Something you could just close your eyes and pinch your nose and buy any kind of company with silver in the name of it if you like silver. But I suggest that you look at companies that have done something spectacular here, like we have, where we've consolidated a district for the very first time, modern history, major district that has well over 200 million ounces of silver resource that we've drilled in 30 months, basically from discovery. And then we also have all the infrastructure, everything that we need to rapidly put this into production and move this forward. It's unlike anything else out there, really. But we could look at companies like Silvercrest and Mag, that have performed very, very well, but are both well off of their all-time highs as well. So, if you think about who's going to take that place as the next major silver, high-grade major silver developer, major district silver developer in Mexico, I think Vizsla is really the only obvious choice for that. So, if you want outsized returns in the precious metal space, I think you have to come to silver, you have to come to Vizsla Silver.
No, well said. And again, opportunity knocks, and like you said, cat-like reflexes, and this a day could cost you not being involved. So yeah, Mike, looks like a ton of news to come out here. So I guess we'll keep our eye on the wire for that, and appreciate you drilling down on that. So Mike Konnert, he runs the show over there at Vizsla Silver, VZLA, New York Stock Exchange, VZLA Toronto Venture Exchange. And Mike, appreciate that, and fingers crossed on results. And excited to see how you really build that thing out.
Thanks, Rob. I appreciate that.